Hello everyone, welcome to an update on the Punishing One. Well, kind of. This is how it looked in its original form. So this is my version of the Punishing One, which is Dengar's ship. Here is Dengar, if you're wondering. Classic character in The Empire Strikes Back and the very brief bounty hunter lineup. So this is his ship, my version of it. And you're all used to seeing it with weapons and a lot of red clashing with the white. And the most recent video I did on it, I showed the windows, which are actually here, right here, these like translucent black pieces. So these things right here, now you can see the windows there. That's what I added. I guess that's the main thing that I worked on. But this is how it looked. This is basically the factory version of the ship in my universe. So that's why it looks all white. Pretty much. It's got a lot of light gray and a little bit of dark gray, but it's mostly white. Because this is how it looked in its original form. The landing gear has kind of changed. I guess the colors have changed a little bit on the bottom here. So you notice that. This is my favorite angle to look at the landing gear. Otherwise, it looks a little boring. The complaint of this MOC in particular is that the landing gear looks a little. There's some complaints that it looked a little too tall, and maybe it's a little boring. But that's just how I designed it. I think it works pretty well. It doesn't look the greatest from some angles, but that's okay. So I'm going to point out all the differences. A lot of this has been changed, actually. This has been the first time I've changed the design since I made it. So I have never changed it before now. So it's always been red. There's been a lot of sections with red. This section here, this is where the droid went. So if I bring in the droid, this guy was kind of, well, in universe, he was permanently attached in here. So I took him out because it was just easier to, there wouldn't be a droid in there with the factory version of the ship. This wouldn't make any sense. So a lot of this is white now. There's been a lot of, I'll bring a couple pieces over. So some of these pieces in red were kind of the, as I drop it, they're kind of like the matching color. So I kind of wanted to make the white and the red kind of like, almost like this ship is a passive ship, like a friendly ship. But of course it's a bounty hunting vessel, so it has a ton of weapons. It's not as friendly as it appears. So I just wanted to make that kind of like a theme. So a bunch of these pieces have now been swapped back to white for their original color. So, a lot of these flat pieces like this piece right here, this was black previously. This whole area was kind of like a black theme with some mechanical details. All of this has been changed. Let me show you over here. This wing has changed, especially, you're all used to seeing the gun on the end here. Well, that's gone. Both of the guns are gone. The gun on the front, the double cannon, is now gone. A lot of stuff has just been swapped for bright white, which is what I wanted. I wanted to change it, but of course we'll go back to the regular version of the ship for an updated review of it, which is coming soon. You'll notice, of course, that this ship is very strange. It's definitely the weirdest ship I've built. It's just got like this, it's got this super long wing on this side, and then on this side it's just like ends. It's just like this weird circle curve that goes around the engine. And, again, more white, a lot of white, a lot of white. But on the back, as I break the ramp off, we'll just leave that to the side. The back of it, not much has changed. The engine color is actually now orange. So I think I'll just keep it like that. I think I like that better. And the bottom is pretty boring. Nothing has changed. Let me lift this up so I can put the ramp back on and clip that in place. So this is what the bottom looks like. It's very boring. Yeah, you're not really meant to see that. The interior hasn't changed, so nothing about that has changed really. So no reason to take anything off on the top. But you might be asking yourself, well, why would you change it? Well, I kind of just wanted to go back to an original look for this ship, or for this creation in particular. I think it was definitely the easiest one to like make it back to its like factory version. So just like how it was when Dengar bought it, as opposed to him, like just I guess him just like customizing it. So for example, we've got several guns on the side. Here's the double laser cannon, which goes over here, and there's a little dual cannon here, which goes on the front here. And there's the massive quad cannon, which can be swapped out with this one. So you can pick one, you can't have them both. So that's, I guess, a con? Not really. I mean, I didn't want both of them anyway on there, because that would just be a little ridiculous. But one cool thing I did add later on was the addition of a bed. So this was more recent. So, Dengar sleeps on his ship. So it's not, the inside is not really that big, but I mean, it's a little cramped, but I mean, that's how Dengar would roll, I guess. So that's all the changes. I mean, there's not really much else to like say. It's just a white, kind of lamer version of the version that you've already seen. So I guess this will count as a review of the factory version of the Punishing one, and then I'm gonna do an updated review of the regular version, which you're all used to seeing, of course, because that was the only version that you saw for a while until this video. So yeah, I guess the most recent change that I actually made was the windows, which that was something I was debating on for a long time. Do I want to put windows? Do I don't? It was actually the reason why I did that was because I wanted to have him actually look out the window, because there was no window. It was just super closed off on the side. So I thought that was really awkward. I think it should have been, I should have put windows in the first place, but I think this was a great choice because you can kind of see inside it. It's a little hard at this angle, but you can definitely, see that there's a window there. And it matches the front, which is good. Unfortunately, there is no way for me to put window on the back. So it's just this design, the slopes design. So there's no way for the a window to be on the back, which is, it's a bit unfortunate. But I'll go with it. I have the windows on the sides and the front. I think that's enough. So, yeah, that's pretty much enough, I think. I don't think there needs to be, like, windows everywhere. But, yeah, I love this ship. It's definitely the one that gets the most talked about on my channel. People like this one the most. I mean, aside from the IG-2000, yeah, that one and this one are kind of tied for the best MOC that I've made, because I've actually taken some apart. But this is, I love this ship. It's so weird, but I love it. It's definitely my own version of it. It's not accurate. I guess it's not as accurate as it could be to the source material, like the books and stuff. But, I mean, that's okay. I just wanted to make the version I wanted to make, and this is how I imagined the Dengar ship would be in my universe. So, it's good or bad. It just depends on which one that you prefer. So, yeah, that's the Punishing one. I'm going to do an updated review of it, the regular version. So this counts as a review, I guess, of it. This early version of it, where, when they first built it. That's what this version is meant to represent. So, yeah, no more red, no more guns, no more distinction. It's just there. It's just, You know, no weapons, no nothing. So I hope you guys like this. I hope I covered everything. I tried to make everything as smooth as I could, as much white as I could put in there. I don't know. I just wanted to make it a bright ship. So yeah, um, almost as if it hasn't been in battle yet. So yeah, that's cool. And so yeah, that's the review. I mean, there's not. It's really just the outside stuff that's changed, not anything inside. So yeah, I hope you like this. Sorry if it was kind of short, I guess, compared to other videos, but there's not really much else to talk about. I talked about all the updates I made, and they're pretty good. Oh, I forgot to mention, there is sand blue right here. Forgot to mention that. But yeah, and if you're wondering what this cockpit is, this is the cockpit of an X-wing actually, from 2012. Yeah, it's an old set, and well, I might as well use that. So that's where that comes from. And yeah, I hope you like this video. And you know, I'm gonna do a video. I'm gonna do videos talking about the design of this, which will be pretty cool, I think, for some of you, because you might want to see how this actually got made, because it was a long process. It was a very long process, but it was worth it in the end, and it looks awesome. So yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you liked it. More, I guess, videos on my custom stuff as well. Those are coming sporadically, so look for those. And I will see you in the next one. So yeah, take care. Have an awesome day.